Today, I will reveal 6 powerful ways believers can protect themselves from the greatest deceiver in human history. His name is Dajjal, a figure feared by prophets and believers for thousands of years. But before understanding protection, you must understand the terrifying test Dajjal will bring to the world. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and checking your bank account, only to find every single dollar gone. Not just you, but millions of people around the world suddenly losing everything they worked for. Now imagine the world suffering through 3 years of drought, with almost no crops left. Families everywhere are starving, desperate, searching for any solution to save their children. Then suddenly a man appears, claiming he can end the crisis instantly. He commands the sky, and rain begins to fall across the earth. He commands the ground, and crops begin growing in hours instead of months. Hospitals fail, but he heals diseases doctors could never cure. Banks collapse, but he promises wealth to anyone who follows him. There is only one condition he asks from humanity. Just bow to him once and accept him as your Lord. Would you refuse if your children were starving and he offered food instantly? This exact test is what Dajjal will bring to humanity. And according to Islamic teachings, this event will absolutely happen before the end of time. Every prophet warned their followers about this great deceiver. Prophet Muhammad said Dajjal will be the greatest trial from Adam until the day of judgment. Different religions speak about him, using different names. Christians call him the Antichrist. Muslims know him as Dajjal, the master deceiver. Islam gives the most detailed description of who this figure truly is. Prophet Muhammad described his appearance clearly, so believers would never be confused. Dajjal will be a strong man with a broad forehead and thick curly hair. His complexion will appear reddish and his body powerful. But the most obvious sign will be his eyes. One eye will be blind and bulging like a swollen grape. The other eye will appear defective and covered with thick flesh. Yet the most supernatural sign will be written on his forehead. Between his eyes will be written the word kafir. Every true believer will be able to recognize it. But here is the frightening truth. Millions of people will still follow him. Why? Because Dajjal will control the most powerful weapon in human history. Not armies, not nuclear bombs, but deception. He will show people false miracles. He will make the sky rain. He will make crops grow. He will show people illusions of paradise and hell. Many people will believe he truly has divine power, but believers will know the truth. Because Prophet Muhammad taught us how to survive this test, and these 6 protections could save your faith. The first protection is knowledge. The second protection is strong faith. The third protection is staying away from Dajjal when he appears. The fourth protection is reciting the first 10 verses of Surah Al-Kahf. The fifth protection is seeking refuge in Allah from Dajjal in every prayer. And the sixth protection is living in places where Dajjal cannot enter. According to authentic hadith, Dajjal will not be able to enter Makkah and Medina. Angels will guard the entrances of these sacred cities. But the most powerful shield is faith, because when Dajjal performs his false miracles, only believers will recognize the deception. And that is why learning about Dajjal today is so important, because the greatest deception in human history is still yet to come.